Hello and welcome, internet friends. Today, a bunch of guys and me will be doing something that has never been done before. We are going to be making a Stormlight Archive character tier list, but it's gonna be 6 of us. Is it 6 of us? Yeah, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of us, discussing and talking about them. So this can get pretty, this will get pretty interesting. I want to give a big shout out to these guys, which are Chris. Hello, Chris. Okay. Chris is not Chris is not talking. Jake, what's up, Jake?
Hello. Oh, I actually will talk, so.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude. See, at least we have someone talking.
We have at least 2 people talking, yes.
Yeah. Jake was here on the Oathbringer episode, or was it Words of Radiance? No, it was Words of Radiance. Yeah, I did Words of Radiance with Jake. And Tomás. Hi, Tomás.
Hi.
Tomás was also already a guest. We did Oathbringer together, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And Brendo, who is new. It's his first time guest here. What's up,
Hello.
Brendo?
Hello.
Now, we're going to go one by one, sorting every character and putting them in somewhere in the tier list. Yeah, now you know what you're getting into. Let's go. I am Ivan, and this is the Book Place. Okay, guys, now we can start.
All right.
So basically how this works is we all discuss it, and then you just put the character where you want to.
Pretty much. I mean, if you say Lopen is D tier, of course I'm going to ignore you.
And no one is going to say that.
But unless that's
Excuse
the case...
me.
What?
I will say my opinion of Lopen did go up a little bit because I read a post where somebody pointed out like his last scene in Oathbringer, where he was with that guy, and he speaks the third ideal, I think. And someone pointed out that that guy, it was basically Lopen, kind of just providing therapy to this guy who just lost his arm. And that's what led him to speak his ideal there. I'm like, okay,
yeah.
that kind of...
Yeah, that was a very, very good moment.
I would totally hire Lopen as my therapist.
So he's not a D tier character for me anymore, but he's still not my favorite.
That sucks, man.
Alright, fighting will be coming up soon.
I'm willing to fight and stand my ground.
To be honest, I don't think Lopen is S tier by any means.
We'll get to Lopen.
Yeah, we'll get to Lopen.
I believe that.
I'm gonna put him at
put
the
him
end.
last.
Okay,
yeah.
But just so we're clear, I think we need to make an S plus tier for Lopen. That's all I'm going to say.
No. Let's just make a Lopen tier, and we'll put him down somewhere out of sight.
Actually, I'm cool with that. Okay, let's start with, this is Adeline.
Adeline, yeah.
So, I like him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think he is A tier.
I think A tier as well.
I think
like
I mean, his name does start with A, so, I mean...
that is very good evidence, which is why Dalinar is going to be in D tier, right?
No.
Just put Dalinar in S. Let's just save time.
Yeah. But I think Paladin is my favorite character, but Dalinar is the best written one.
Anyway,
Yeah,
I don't even know who the guy in green is.
Yeah, that's the thing.
It's Sadeas. It's Sadeas.
This is Sadeas, exactly. And this is
Sadeas.
I did
No. I think it's the opposite. Or not.
Well, as long as we establish one of them is Sadeas and one of them is Amaram, then we'll just go with that.
Yeah,
They are both pieces of shit.
So basically, anyone who wears a green jacket is a piece of shit. That's what I've learned.
All right.
Yeah. I want to say one thing before we continue, and that is that for this will be better to watch on our YouTube than on the Spotify, because we have the thing. Still, we're going to name all of them at the end, so you can picture it in your head, I guess, like if this was an audiobook. So don't worry too much about it if you don't want to watch the video. Okay. Adeline's A tier, definitely.
Yeah, he has some great character
Let's
moments.
say this one is Sadeas.
This is the thing is that, look, the
I
Amaran
think
picture...
Sadeas is A.
The Amaran picture is kind of dumb. It's kind of silly looking, in my opinion.
I'm fine with Sadeas being silly looking.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't care if one of them looks dumber than the other. They're both pretty poor people, so...
Like, the one
the thing
that
is,
looks silly looks like he's got, the more bulbous face and, the round nose. So I'm pretty sure that looks like Sadeas. The one on the left does not look like Sadeas at all.
That's
So-
a good point. The other one looks more like a soldier.
Yeah, I picture in my head, Sadius was a lot older.
I mean,
Yeah.
Sadius does look kind of silly. Like,
Yeah,
But I think, to be honest, Sadius is such an hateable character that he is actually very well written. So,
Yeah,
in
that's
my
the thing.
opinion,
he's a
he
good
should be
villain.
in the low
yeah, like
tier.
I hate him, but we're not putting him in D tier.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
he's a
Well
really,
written.
yeah, he's a
he's
really
a
good
good,
character.
he's a good written character.
He's probably similarly well written to Adeline. I think I'd put him below Adeline.
Yeah,
I actually
think
agree
I'll
with
put
that.
him in A.
Yeah,
So
Like
we're
low
clear on
A.
that one being Sadius then.
yeah.
The thing is, there are so many good Stormlight
Yeah.
characters. I have to say, relative to Stormlight characters, how good he is, and I think I might put him high B.
We could all.
I could get behind high B. Yeah,
Okay, you know what? Let's put him high B and then we can make adjustments at the end.
yeah.
I personally,
I will-
yeah.
I will say that character has one too many eyes to be Sadius, but that's just beside the point because he got his
Okay.
eyes. He got his eyes stabbed out.
Yeah, well, for most of the series, he had 2 eyes.
Nope.
I think Amaram will be lower.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think Amaram is like
We never got
C.
the point of view of him. I think.
I would put him
Mhm.
C. I
Yeah.
think like Brandon does do a good job of like he really is a guy. He thinks the ends justify the means. He's like, you know, tiny increase in the effectiveness of my army in theory worth murder. He actually believed that killing Paladin and taking his shards was the actual morally correct thing to do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But he's not as well fleshed out as Sadius.
I
Yeah,
will say he had a really spectacular ending though with his fight between him and Paladin.
That was a
He
pretty
did.
good fight, but I don't think it
Mhm.
was a good move. Like, if he, you know, we always thought that he could be good. Although, like, you know, he was bad towards Paladin, but he could have his reasons. But then when he just went to work for Odium, it was kind of like, nah, you're just,
Yeah,
Fuck that guy. I hate him.
yeah,
all
you're just
along.
an asshole. Yeah,
I'm not on team. I thought he could be good for a bit. Always hated him.
yeah.
Well, I mean, not
Uh,
like for the first half of Way of Kings, the first time I read it, but you know what I mean.
yeah. Like, I felt like his means could be good. You know, like, I mean, his sense, not his.
Yeah, I mean, but in Oathbringer he was completely trash.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, exactly. That's why.
Anyway,
I think.
I think we can agree on C tier, and now we have that is
Yeah,
Axis
I'm okay
the
with C
Collector,
tier.
I believe.
Yeah.
Axis,
Axes, yep.
I would actually put him not C maybe.
So
I
it's
would
hard
go
because we
higher.
have literally one chapter from him.
Yeah,
but to be
that's
fair,
the reason.
it was a
But it
pretty
was a
damn
good- very
baller
good.
chapter.
Yeah, it was great.
It was
Yeah.
great world building.
The thing is,
I like his presence in the world too. Like you hear people talking about Axes a lot, and
And
it makes him
yeah,
like this
and
much more
Amia.
mysterious character. Like why is he so well known, and why is he just doing what he's doing?
I have.
I say quality over quantity, and I'd put him B.
I would agree with B.
Okay, I think he's
Yeah.
low B though
Yeah.
because I
Yeah,
like so many.
that's
like,
fair.
I like the other
Yeah.
interludes better.
It's only one chapter, so we can put him higher.
Yeah, we might have to.
Was he the Amian that Reason saw in one of his?
He was the one that studied Sprens,
Yeah. So that was back in Way of Kings when we first met him.
and he's
That's
from
sad.
Amia, but he was on Iriali, I think.
Yeah, wait, he's not actually Amian, but he's from that area.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Because Amy was destroyed.
I think that's correct because we've met Amians before in like Edge Dancer.
Okay.
I think. I mean, I'm kind
I
of
don't
counting on
remember
Jake.
that.
Yeah,
here,
like
our-
he's
Uh,
the full on like they're made up of like the tiny Kremlings and stuff, which he obviously isn't. But he's
Yeah.
also immortal, so that's cool.
Yeah.
What is the next character?
The next
That's
character.
cultivation.
Exactly. I don't know why
What?
they did her like
Yeah.
Wizard?
that. Cultivation. She's like the Spren.
That is cultivation.
Yeah.
Wait, or is it
Uh,
the Night Watcher or Cultivation?
No, this.
Cultivation.
Yeah, Night Watcher is.
I think that is cultivation.
I don't think she's here.
Wait, the Night Watcher isn't here?
No, it doesn't seem like it.
Maybe that's the Night Watcher then. But then why is Honor here?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, kind of a-
they kind of screwed up. Noadon isn't here, for example. I thought he was important.
I think Noadon should be.
Oh no, wait, yeah, this is the Night Watcher. This is the Night Watcher.
To be honest, I will put
Oh, yeah.
cultivation. I will put cultivation in D.
Yeah, she isn't a character yet.
Look.
Yeah,
Cultivation.
she doesn't really belong on this list.
Yeah, I agree. So, D.
I think she has a lot of potential, but it's just there's nothing there yet.
Yeah, exactly. Like Connor, you know.
Yeah. I mean, Tanavast at least has like the visions with Dalinar.
Yeah,
Yeah.
kind of there's more stuff.
But anyway, I mean, considering Amaran, who I think is a pretty good villain, ended up in C, the competition here is pretty strong.
What is the next one?
Night Watcher, same thing. She doesn't have a character. Let's put her.
That is Night Watcher.
Does she go ahead or?
I guess above Cultivation.
I would put her above Cultivation.
No.
Elokar, I think it's either B or C.
Wait, that's Elokar?
Yeah, this is
I'd put him up. I think he's really well written.
I think he's high B.
I think I'd put him. I think he's really well written. I would put him high B.
Like especially
I put him B pretty confidently.
Yeah, especially Oathbringer. You know, he was sus on there.
The only thing I was talking with in the Oathbringer talk with Ivan was that I wish that Brandon made a point of view of him before his death. Like, it will be even more impactful.
Yeah, you told me that.
Yeah, I think if I didn't have before Oathbringer, I would have put him in C.
Yeah, I agree.
After Oathbringer, just kind of watching him, like he's starting to work on his redemption, and you can see he's trying to make himself better and looking up to like the Knights Radiant is like his goalposts. I'm like, okay, maybe there is something for this character, and then he fucking dies.
That's so sad, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would put him high B for sure.
Yeah. Now DC's,
also, I've always said if Joe Abercrombie wrote Stormlight, Elokar would have been like a main point of view. Just him being a shit king with like no authority. Anyway, moving on. That's just a tangent.
I wish I have read First Law.
Yeah, I want to read them as well.
Anyway, is that
who is the next?
That's Evie.
This is Evie, yeah.
Well, I see Evie is decapitated.
Evie is really good. I really like her character.
Yeah, Evie is really well written. I mean,
I
not
think
as much.
B.
I'd say B as well.
I think she's mid to low B. Like behind Sadeas for sure.
Behind Sadeas, above Axis. And now we have Dalinar. Just at Dalinar.
There's no discussion here. Well, we should probably talk about him for a bit. Why he's so great.
Dalinar is awesome. Like I love the fact that he's an honorable character. I love honorable characters.
Like Dalinar has almost all the good quotes.
That's true.
One of my favorite things about Dalinar is like when you first read Way of Kings, people are like, you need to go back to how you are, and it's like then you get to Oathbringer, and then you reread Way of Kings and you see that again, and you're just like,
it was a piece of shit.
Oh no.
You shouldn't go back to that, Dalinar.
And I love that, by the way. Like his first chapters where he just kills everybody in the war, those were good.
By the way, I don't know if you know this, but do you remember the part where he was talking with the drunk guy?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was
Jezrien.
Yeah, it was Jezrien. Yeah, that was the king of the Herald.
Yeah.
I didn't got that on my read. I got that because I saw one guy.
Dalinar is uniting us by making us all agree on where his character goes.
We are united.
We are united, yes.
Yeah, for sure.
He is unity.
Who is the next one?
She's the best. This one is Fen, Queen Fen.
Oh, she's like a B, I think.
Low B.
I'd put her bottom of B.
Yeah.
Maybe actually, no. Is she better than Amaram as a character?
Nah.
No.
No, I'll put her C.
C.
Yeah.
She's fine. Like C for Stormlight characters is like
really good.
They're good.
D is kind of lacking, honestly.
I mean, even the D's are just we don't know more. Like I'm sure the D's will move up after the end of book 10.
That's true.
Anyway,
who is the next one?
Who's the next decapitated person?
Is he a Bridgeford character?
I'm not sure who this is.
Let's just put a mess and just throw the dice.
Is that Jezrien?
No, I think.
Is that Jezrien?
Oh no, yeah, this is Gavilar.
Gavilar. I can't
Are we
say.
Including Rhythm of
the previous?
I was gonna say if we're gonna talk Rhythm of War. No,
let's not because we said so. But yeah, I know where you're coming from.
Okay, I think A below Adeline.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Like,
He's a really
I get what you mean,
character.
like, just from a quality standpoint. I mean, we only really get to see him in the flashbacks.
Okay, I have to remember that. I have to give his ranking not considering the Rhythm of War prologue. Fine,
Yeah,
he's not A.
I think he's like
Put him on C.
Like
I would put him
here.
in C or B.
Oh, really? C?
Put
But like high C, right?
put him on C.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, we can
Because
put him there.
he's an omnipresent character.
Yeah, his influence is felt throughout like the whole books, and people are always talking about him and how great he was and all that stuff, and then you get to see some of the things that he did.
Yeah.
But until we know more about him, he's really not that great of a character.
Is the next one Gas?
Yeah, this one is Gas. Yeah, I was going to say, I think Gavilar is a really good character, but we barely know anything from him.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we need to know more. This is Gas.
That's Gaz?
If we put...
Oh!
I don't like...
No. I think... Where will we put Gas? It's C, I think.
I think but like low C. Because I felt like he was just more like twirly mustache, you know? Not entirely evil.
But he had his change, you know?
Yeah, he has some good character. Like, he's working in
Shalon's redemption
now.
He has grown a lot.
And
but I agree
also,
that he's not going to be above B or C, but...
Like, also, keep in mind, it's like he had similar... Not to the same degree, but he also had people like above him in the army being like, you need to get these results and these results and these results.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was basically almost like a victim of Sadius's just like very toxic war culture.
I would put him above Queen Fen.
Yeah, he's like kill or be killed.
Mm-hmm. I mean, and it was like you can tell he was a good guy all along because when you put him with Shalon, he's just he turns into like this great guy.
Yeah.
Okay, now we have Gliss, obvious S tier.
Yeah, why is Gliss
here? This goes from the top of S tier.
No.
Why stick with "You can't have my pain" when you have that line that Gliss maybe has in Oathbringer? I don't know.
Tanavest? Maybe C.
Tanavest is
low C.
Yeah, that's Tanavast.
Tanavast?
Low C?
Well, he's a fine guy to have a drink with, according to Hoyd. Is Hoyd on here? Where is Hoyd?
Wait,
he's third from the bottom.
Who is Tanavast?
Tanavast is
Honor's Vessel.
Oh.
Honor's Vessel. Is Hoyd on here? Am I missing Hoyd?
Yes, he's
bottom third from the right.
Here.
There we go. Okay, fantastic. All right.
So, you think he's C?
Yeah, I mean...
Yeah, low C.
No, I'd put him pretty low C. He's not
I would.
that
Yeah,
much
I
could even put him top of D if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Like,
I think he hasn't done anything.
Yeah, I'd put him top of D. Like,
he died.
Yeah, exactly.
He's top of D because he's one of the omnipresent.
Yeah, exactly. He only appears once. He's mentioned a lot, but
he's
one of
closer.
the omnipresent shards, but he actually made something.
I think he's a lot closer to the Night Watcher than he is to Queen Fen.
Yeah,
but I'm fine with him being bottom of C. If you guys would rather, I would put him top of D.
By the way, is the one below like second line, first one? Is that Risen?
Second line, yeah, this one is Risen.
Yeah, that's Risen.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Tanavast goes D in my opinion as well, because he only appears once, and when his appearance wasn't that impactful to me, at least. Like
Where's
I felt
Shalon?
No, Shalon was way
redhead.
better. Shalon is
second line, second.
Oh, I just didn't see that. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I missed the Michael Whalen thing. That thing's sick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
His art is amazing, by the way.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway. On the art cover you have that illustration.
So we have the Stormfather, who actually is a character.
I really like the Stormfather's character.
Yeah,
I put him in A.
I would put him in A too, but like
really
low A.
Yeah,
one thing I wasn't expecting is like the Stormfather's like story so far has been kind of like humanized almost.
Also, his interactions with Dalinar are very good.
Right.
Very great puns at times.
He kind of starts off as like this basically carbon copy of Honor, and then he's slowly kind of becoming more and more realistic and down to earth as he bonds with Dalinar more.
Yeah, that's true. Like especially when Odium appeared and he was like just straight out scared.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, the next two characters are great.
Yes.
Oh, okay, this is funny.
Let's move on.
Yasna.
I would say Yasna is above Adeline on A, and Paladin is obviously S.
I don't like Yasna.
Whoa, okay.
Like Yasna, she's not a great person, but I like her as a character.
Right.
Do I like her more than Adeline?
No, I don't for sure. I think she goes low B. No, mid B. Above Evie.
Below Adeline, okay. But
I'd put her A below Adeline, pretty close to above. Below Adeline.
Okay,
I'd put her A.
Yeah.
Above Adeline?
No, below.
Below Adeline.
Okay. Does everybody agree with this?
Yeah.
I can get
this is
behind
where
it.
you get to show whether this is a democracy.
No,
or
yeah, it is a
dictatorship.
democracy.
Okay,
But just
this is not a democracy because you can say that Adeline can't go S because he's S.
Yeah,
No,
Catalan is S.
yeah, Paladin is
Yeah.
S. But before we move on to Paladin, I want to say something real quick about Yasna. And this is that I'm only putting her below Adeline because everybody voted for that. But I don't like her at all, okay? I think she's mean.
I don't even think she's like one of the good guys. She's a
Okay.
bad guy who happens to be on the same team as the good guys.
Yeah.
You know, there's not actually that's actually pretty true now that I think about it. Like she does some pretty wrong things for wrong
Yeah,
reasons,
she's
but it ends up.
pretty morally gray.
It's kind of like with Amaram, where we were talking about how his ends were supposed to justify his means. I think that
Yeah.
Yasna
Yeah,
is a lot
Yasna.
the same.
Yasna just kind of happens to end up on the team that we're on.
Yeah,
If
exactly.
you think about it, they would actually be a good couple.
Well, actually,
As
they were
his
going to get
father
married.
meant.
Actually,
Yeah.
yeah. So I think it's
Oh.
funny.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that connection. That's very interesting.
Yeah, that's interesting. It's like the same thing, but they have different
They
ends.
will be a powerful couple like Sadeas and Yalai.
Yeah.
hmm
Except
No.
they think
Paladin.
the ends justify the means, but they have totally different ends.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
they
That's
would
the only
kill
way.
the other. So they would kill the other because it would help. It would
Like
help get to their ends.
Yasna,
Yeah,
Yasna
definitely.
is more like an anti-hero.
Anyway,
Yeah.
Kaladin we can put S tier, and
Yeah.
we can,
I think below Dalinar, right?
For
Well,
me,
like-
he's above Dalinar, but
Yeah, in my opinion, but that's just my personal
So
preference.
I also think I like him more than Dalinar, but I think Dalinar might be a better written character.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Very, very
exactly,
close to me.
exactly.
it's
Okay.
easier for me to relate to Kaladin than it is to relate to Dalinar, because obviously I'm not going to be able to relate to, almost a
Yeah,
Hitler
and
equivalent.
Paladin has the most interesting character study, in my opinion. Like
Yeah.
his chapters are always great to read.
I'm fine with him putting him above or below Dalinar.
Honestly, with
Um,
S, it's going to be such a close cut between all the characters anyways.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Okay, the next
Let's just
character
leave it
will
like
be.
that. This is Lift. I think this goes on the S plus tier.
Lift?
Yeah.
Yeah, I still agree with that.
Yeah.
I think we totally
comfortable with
agree
that.
S above Dalinar. Yeah, I think we can just put it in there.
No.
Yeah,
Well,
it-
I don't
it's
hate
C.
Lift. though.
yeah, Jake and I.
I see.
Yeah, we did the answer together, and we can agree that she's not as bad as everybody says.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
she's like C. I think after book 6 she will move up to B or
Yeah.
A. But for now, C.
I think she's underappreciated
Gaz?
on the
Yeah, I
most
can agree with
servers,
that.
on the mic server.
Yeah, she's the most. Yeah, everybody flames her hard in that server, man.
She's not that
They
bad.
hate
Really?
her.
She
Yeah,
just
they
likes
hate
to save other people's lives and eat pancakes.
her.
I mean, I've always liked her character, even like from
Okay.
Words of Radiance, where she kind of had like the most, I guess,
Being-
annoying representation.
Are we really putting her below Amaran?
No, she's definitely high C if she's going to go in C tier.
Yeah.
I'm
Below
comfortable
Gavilar,
putting her
though, I feel.
below Gavilar. Okay.
Yeah.
All
I'm
right.
fine with that.
Okay.
But only because the Rhythm of War bias is just
Yeah.
sneaking
Yeah,
in.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
but-
just creeping in ever so slightly.
If we were talking about the previews, I would put Gavilar on A.
Anyway,
Yeah.
but like
Well,
you
we
know,
won't talk
But we're
about
not.
this.
But we're not
Yeah.
talking about the.
no,
the
we
previous.
aren't. We're only letting it influence a little bit.
Yeah, yeah,
Because we're
exactly.
Okay,
Uh,
now this I thought this one was the Dustbringer, Malata, but she's actually Azur.
Ah,
It
Azur
is-
is
Oh,
great.
Azur?
is
I mean,
great.
do we
That's
get
an
to
A.
count?
I think
do we
that's an A.
do we get to count her appearance in non-Stormlight books as characterization? Because
Did we do the same thing for Hoyd? I mean, we have to do the same thing for Hoyd, though, don't we?
It's
I think we
impossible
count
not
her
to
for
do it.
I think we count her for every Cosmere book
Well-
she's in, and she goes A.
She
With
goes A.
Hoyd, though, Hoyd's like, at least for me right now, I still have to get through Elantris and Mistborn Era 2, but most of his appearance has been in Stormlight.
Yeah,
Yeah, I just read Elantris. I finished it like literally last night. I guess technically this morning. Hoyd, it's a full-on cameo. It's one of
Yeah.
his most
It's just-
cameos.
Yeah, it's just, it's a Stanley cameo, basically.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, in Warbreaker he is just
A small cameo.
small
I mean,
cameo as well.
Warbreaker, he gets quite a bit more than like the Mistborns. He actually gets to be like a storyteller, and he actually is kind of like replacing Hoyd with non-Hoyd doesn't change the plot. Changes the plot of Warbreaker.
He
Hoyd
appears in
could have
this
been
one as
anyone.
well.
Okay,
He's
yeah.
in every Cosmere book, and he gets referenced in Edge Dancer.
Yeah. That I knew.
Okay.
Anyway,
but
I say we count
Azurize.
her for everything she's in, and she goes better than Adeline or below Adeline. Shit.
Yeah, I think she goes. I mean, if you're counting the other book, she goes here.
I mean, since this is I think I'm comfortable with that.
Yeah,
her story arc in that book was just phenomenal.
Yeah, it was really good.
Her evolution throughout the book was great.
It's really interesting to see where she ended in that book to how she gets into Oathbringer. It's like, whoa, there's a bit of a leap here. How did we get this far, you know? So I'm really excited for more stories featuring her.
What is the
I'm really
next
excited
one?
for Nightblood eventually when we
Oh,
get it.
yes.
Yeah. I mean,
What is the next one?
Wait, is Nightblood not on this list?
No, Nightblood should be here. But I mean, Nightblood's going to be the title of a book, right?
Yeah, that's gonna be Warbreaker 2.
Guys, we will count Nightblood and Seth as one character.
I mean, sure, but that will be a disservice to both of them.
Yeah.
I mean, they're going S anyway.
Yeah,
so.
exactly.
Yeah. What do you talk about? Seth, he's like a D tier character at best, right?
Where do you live? I have to come fight you.
Who is the next one?
That is Resheffer.
It's one of the the unmade, right?
Yeah, it's the one that's in Urithiru when Shallan banishes it.
D barely a character.
D.
Yeah.
I think above Night Watcher, actually.
I would put her above the Night Watcher as well. I don't know why I think of Resheffer as a she. Was she characterized as a she in the book?
I don't remember.
I don't remember, and I've read the book 3 times, so...
Either way, I would definitely keep, like, they're in the same playing field together, the Night Watcher and Resheffer.
Yeah,
who cares about the ordering of D tier? They're all nothing characters.
D tier has just kind of evolved into our, this character we know like
to the piece of shit.
Yeah, exactly. These characters don't do anything. The thing is, Night Watcher is like, you know, the unmade only appears like once. Night Watcher is referenced multiple times, so that's why I feel like she's higher.
I think this would be funny if this list would be funny if you just had like 3 non-Stormlight Cosmere characters, because it just shifts everything else up.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, now we have. Okay, I will say this. In my opinion, Moash is an S tier.
He's a fantastic villain, yeah.
Yeah.
Like in terms of emotional,
We
can't put him above Paladin.
As well.
There's no if we can't put him above Paladin, or I kill you all.
No,
it's not.
Paladin is my favorite.
I don't think he says though. I think he says.
I think top of A.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, okay, nice.
I really think like he's an S villain, but I don't know.
I think I would put him in A.
Yeah,
I think that
he was like below Adeline.
Like, I think he's the villain which we get more.
Like, I have never hated a villain more than him.
Yeah.
And he's not pure evil. Though that's pretty damn impressive.
Yeah.
that says a lot.
I'm moving my him ass. Like, I hate him so much, and he's not just like mustache twirly.
I think he has even more reasons than Amaran.
I think he's a very, 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 very well written villain. So I guess I would put him as below Kaladin and Dalinar.
Okay, let's make a vote. I think
he won't go through a redemption arc like most people say. That's not going to happen.
No.
I don't know. I think if I had to choose between reading an Adeline point of view or a Moash point of view, I would probably go with a Moash point of view because he is just far more interesting of a character to read.
Okay.
Yeah, he's great.
Okay, I can see that, but I like Adeline's charisma better, so that's why I like reading him more.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Adeline's
a lot
character.
more likable.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, what about this?
Right.
Above Adeline, but not on S tier.
Okay, I can see that.
Are we all happy with that?
Yeah.
I can see that. Yeah.
Okay. Now this.
Okay, now we got Braze.
Yeah, exactly. Mraize.
Wait, I thought the next one over was Mraize.
No, this is Nale because of the.
No. This is Mraize.
Yeah, this is Mraize and the next one is Nail or Nale.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's not Nail.
You can see the moon.
Look.
Okay, but like, I thought that he was very dark skinned.
Yeah, he's Makabaki, I think.
Wait, no, yeah, Nail is. Oh no, that's Talon. My bad.
That's Talon, yeah. Talon's gonna be hard to place on here. Anyway, that Talon picture is sick, by the way.
Yeah. Yes.
Anyway, Mraize.
I put him in C.
I'd put him low C. Yeah.
I don't think you've seen enough from him. You know.
I mean, he's interesting.
I think
he's a
in the
world
next
hopper.
books he will go.
He's a world hopper?
He's a world hopper.
How do you know that?
There's hints of it in Oathbringer. He has like artifacts from other worlds.
Ah, okay.
Like I think he has white sand in a jar.
Yeah, I haven't read White Sand, so I think he comes from like the White Sand planet.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Which is why like he has like purple eyes and like sees a bunch of things differently and kind of has different mannerisms and stuff.
Yeah.
But anyway,
I think him and the Nightbloods have a lot of potential, but so far we barely know anything about them. Ah, yeah, the Ghostbloods. Can we all agree that he's below Amaram and above Cass?
that seems reasonable. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Now, I have a question. I don't know if you guys remember, and if it's spoilers, don't tell me. But on Way of Kings, there was this... No, on Words of Radiance, there was like a girl with a mask that worked with Meraise.
It's his master, I think.
Is that girl from Mistborn?
No.
Not
I don't think so.
We know of. I guess theoretically it could be because we don't really know who she is. But
fair enough.
Not that we know of.
I don't know why, but I think I saw like one of the covers for Mistborn that the characters had masks. I might be wrong, but that's what I assumed. That's why I assumed that.
It's actually Axis the Collector who's the true villain of the series.
The twist.
Okay.
Anyway. Nail.
I think he's a...
I think all the heralds are pretty damn... I think he's a pretty good character.
Yeah.
I think he's an A.
I'd put him between Yasna and the Stormfather.
I agree with that. I was actually going to say that.
Yeah. You can tell that he is completely deranged, but you also suffer through it because his logic is like... It's not like bad logic, but...
He's working under a false premise.
Right.
And he's just such like a broken down and individual.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I think he really got to shine on like the interlude for Words of Radiance and Edge Dancer.
Yeah.
Okay, one thing. I think that if we were counting the previews, I would put the next character on S.
If you were counting... what character, sorry?
Nabani.
Nabani on S?
Oh, one more thing about...
I will put her on S, but we are only counting the first 3 books.
Well, before we move on, though, I do want to say with Nail, I loved his interactions with Sazeth. That was just so fun to read.
Same.
Yeah,
I love everything with Seth.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, there's a reason my Discord name is Truthless of Canada. Like,
I think his interactions with Nail with Seth were very good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and there's a reason that when I type F8, that happens.
You gotta shortcut it.
Now,
moving on to Nabani. I don't think she's S tier at all.
I would put her
No.
I would put her high B.
High B?
I don't think...
Maybe here, like maybe
That's just my opinion.
Elokar and Sadea.
Behind Elokar? Ooh.
Yeah, that's doing Navani dirty right
That's
there.
doing Navani dirty.
The thing is, I feel like she's just like a supportive character.
Come on.
But she's a really good support character.
Elokar didn't get a single point of view.
Like, like, I would put her A.
A, but low A, like here? I can agree with that.
I like her and Dalinar are just such a strong couple together.
They are a couple.
I think that Navani, when we get to the end of Rhythm of War, I think she will be S tier.
I think so too. I think
also,
but no Rhythm of War spoilers, right? But I think you're kind of
like, let's put it, if it was like, if Oathbringer, if Brandon had said, oh yeah, this is gonna focus on like a character a lot, and it turned out that character was like Elokar, which I mean it kind of did, but I mean like way more. If Elokar was the main character, it'd be like, really, Elokar? And for this one, he's kind of hinted that Navani is gonna be like a really main character, and I'm stoked for it. And I think that says,
he said that a lot on Words of Brendo.
Yeah, and I think the fact that like he's like it's gonna like kind of hint it's gonna be very Navani focused, and I'm like, yeah, I'm totally down for that. Says a lot. Like, so I would put her higher, but
yeah, she's in A. I think she has potential to be higher.
Let's just put her on above Stormfather. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Now Odium.
Yeah, This is gonna be a hard one to place because I like Odium, but
like
he's not necessarily the best villain in the series.
Does this have
I agree with that.
I will put Odium.
That's lame.
No, yeah, he's here.
I will put
okay,
Odium on B tier.
I was gonna say B tier for Odium.
High B tier?
I would put him below
Sadeas.
Honestly, he's a worst character. He's a worse villain than Sadeas.
I forget who the person to his right is.
Evie.
Evie?
Is that a joke?
No, but it worked. Evie or Odium? I'd put Evie higher. I think Evie's a better character. I'd actually put him bottom of B, I
think. Worse than Ixius? Then I think...
The thing is, both Axes and Odium kind of have like mystery going for them, because we're not really clear. Like, Odium's motives are fairly clear. He wants to basically wipe out humanity.
Yeah.
I don't think he's as nuanced as the rest of the villains.
Yeah, that's the trouble with Odium, right? Is that he's pretty straightforward.
Yeah, I guess I agree with that. I really like it when he, like, every time he appears on screen or on paper or on audiobook, he has a really strong appearance. Like, something intense, super intense always happens when he's there.
Yes.
That's true,
and that's why I want to give him more
credit. He shows up at, like, the best parts, but they're usually not the best parts because of him.
I will count.
He's there for you can have my pain, but he doesn't get credit for you.
He's not the star of that scene, no.
Like, if I was to compare Stormlight to Wheel of Time, he's like the Dark One, the omnipresent force, and the other guys are like Forsaken.
Actually, I guess I'm fine with him being there. I forgot about his stuff at like the very end and was thinking more down his. I'm fine with him being B. I could see him being below Axes. I think Axes, like, for the amount of page time he got, was really interesting, but I'm fine with him in either spot.
Which says a lot about Axes, right? Because Odium definitely has a lot more page time than Axes, but Axes is still a way more interesting character.
So you would all put him below Axes? I wouldn't.
I
would put him below Sadeas, but that's okay. I feel like, true, like, you can't take my pain was things, like, Dalinar was the star, right? But without Odium, that would never have happened.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, yeah, we can put him above, because I think I'd be fine with him putting above Axes, and even though you're not a tyrant, your opinion still does count for something. So that can move it left a little bit. So, yeah, I'm pretty happy with him being there.
Yeah, I think those two are kind of on an even keel.
Pattern.
Yeah.
Pattern, throw him an S.
Yep, S tier.
Yeah.
No A tiering for Pattern. Yeah, below Paladin Dalinar.
No mating.
For sure.
Pattern
no mating.
is great.
Yeah, no mating.
No, to be honest, I wouldn't put him on S tier.
What?
All right. Is there a kick function, Ivan?
I don't know, man. Like,
nice.
we are putting Pattern on S tier, and we are putting Moash and Adeline on A. You see where I am coming?
Yeah, I think here would be fitting. Honestly, he's really good.
He's so much more entertaining than they are, though.
Yeah, that's the thing about Pattern's character.
Friends are a bit difficult to
that's
characterize.
Because they're kind of like the companion
like
of somebody else.
We could put Pattern on S, but he's different than the other characters.
Yeah, like just for like pure entertainment value.
You know what? Can I create
think just of how.
There's so much contention that we're creating whole new levels for this.
Check this out. If you don't agree, I'll delete this.
Well, it should be below S, but I think we should just.
No.
I think it's S asterisk, right?
Yeah, exactly. S asterisk. So this is for characters that are very good, but they are more like secondary-ish. No, I don't think this is fair. I don't think this is fair.
Just put him in S. Come on. So entertaining. Where did he go?
Pattern disappeared.
Did you delete him?
You deleted Pattern. You bail-fired Pattern.
Oh no!
Well,
can they bring him back?
Maybe try to put the level back in.
F in the chat for Pattern, everyone. F in the chat for Pattern.
F for Pattern.
No.
Oh, all right.
Pattern's gone. All right. Goodbye,
R.I.P. Pattern.
Okay,
He's S tier. S tier in our hearts.
Let's say Gliss is better.
No, put him back.
No,
put him back.
Let's say Gliss
It's a fake pattern. That's a lie.
No,
That's
we need to make sure that our distaste for Gliss is known, so we have to keep him in D.
I don't distaste Gliss. Gliss is just not a character. Anyway.
Okay, Renarin.
Okay.
Whatever. Pattern is S in our hearts. The real S tier is the friends we made along the way.
Oh my gosh.
Renarin.
He is very good.
This is a hard
couldn't
place for
really
me.
see putting him at a letter other than A. I don't know where in A.
Yeah, I think
Like, no way he's S. I don't think he's B.
I think above Nabani.
I kind of think he's B. I don't know. That's just me personally.
Like him or Elokar, who's actually more interesting?
I think
I would have put Elokar higher though.
I don't
so
know.
whatever.
I think Renarin is more interesting than Elokar.
Okay.
I disagree. I'm the other way. I think
Elokar is
Elokar is more interesting than Renarin.
Especially after hearing about the Dalinar's past and knowing.
The thing is, that's because I think you guys did Elokar dirty, putting him in B. So I still think he should be A, even though I like Elokar.
Democracy
more.
has chosen here, alright?
Except there's 2 of us who think they did him dirty. And there's 4 people in the call.
I mean, I do think Elokar goes on A.
It's Ivan's democracy, okay?
Okay.
Just move.
In that case.
All right, that works. I'm happy. I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
It's starting to look a little front-loaded.
I mean, it was bottom-loaded. It's just
Now we have
that's
the Erdasian. Erdasian, no, Ornita.
Rock.
What the fuck am I saying?
He's not
Uti,
Erdasian.
Uti, Kalukuluku, Urukirakiraki.
Oh my gosh, you actually memorized that?
No, I just made it up, man.
Okay.
oh, you could have bluffed us there. So.
Yeah, you had me there, dude.
It's Numu something.
Rock is great in my
Rock
opinion.
is great. Yeah, I love him.
He's probably like well,
I don't think he's the best
I'll
bridge
call him
for.
the best.
Yeah,
I will
no.
call him the best bridge for.
The best bridge for.
I'd call him the best bridge for.
Lopen
one
takes
of
the
the
prize
best-
10 times over.
No.
No, Taft.
False.
And
Taft.
I think
Taft is the best bridge for.
Taft is I was between
Bridge
him and Taft.
for should have a tier of its own.
Should he do
Like-
this? Great, you know?
I would actually like. I know we're not at Taft yet. I would consider throwing Taft in S tier. I think Taft is amazing.
Yeah.
As like
I
a
think this
character.
is a good character.
Teft's potential in the next book is just, it's skyrocketed at the end of Oathbringer.
And I mean,
Because
I
of
think
his
he was
third
great in
ideal.
like Way of Kings as well.
Yes.
And like if you gave me Taft flashbacks instead of Lift flashbacks, and I even don't dislike Lift, but I'd be like, Brandon was like, actually, book 6 is going to be Taft flashbacks. I'd be doing a happy dance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, Rock, the second best bridgeman, well, Paladin, the third best bridgeman. A? I don't know.
But where in A? I certainly think he's A. But where?
I would put him.
Below Yasna, above Nail.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
That's close to where I would have put it.
But then I feel like... no, okay, yeah, sure. Taft. Should we just put him beside him?
I'd
Yeah.
put Taft higher. I am making an appeal to put Taft in the S tier.
Yeah.
I think you've honestly convinced me there. I think he is probably a little bit better than Rock. I mean, the fact that watching his point of view chapters was just so heartbreaking for me.
That's true.
I mean, I was surprisingly invested in Teft's character by the end of Oathbringer.
I
Yeah,
will
when
protect
he got drunk
even
and
those I hate.
the other when he got
even if the
drunk
one
and
who I hate the most is myself.
that was really strong, yeah.
That was a very good one.
I feel like Bridge 4 is just fantastic. Like, almost
Yeah,
like...
like that's what I was saying. Like, it's really hard to put tiers to Bridge 4 characters. Like, they should have a tier of its own.
No,
Bridge
Yeah,
not
but-
enough tiers of our own. We are not deleting Taft.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah. We already lost pattern, man.
Yeah, that's
Alright,
funny.
well.
This is 6 here.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh wait.
Sigil?
First, Theft. Where will we
I'm
end up
comfortable
putting
with
him?
that placement actually.
I'm
right
really
there.
comfortable with that too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's okay there.
Okay.
Okay, I'd like him higher, but I'll submit to the
I would
majority.
put. I would actually put Sigil on B.
I really
I
like
would
him.
put him.
I think-
I
but I
really
think
like all the
he's
B characters.
The less interesting bridgeman.
You know what's my thing with Sigil? So like, I always had the problem at school, like on teamwork, that my teammates wouldn't work, and I would have to do all the work or like boss them around. So I feel like connected with Sigil due to that.
Yeah, because that's kind of his character arc in Oathbringers. He's trying to hold the bridgemen together, but
Yeah,
because
exactly.
Kaladin won't.
Yeah. So that's why I would put him low A. But if everybody votes B, I mean...
I really like him. Like, I agree. The thing is, I just like all the A tier characters more.
Okay.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
So I would put him B.
I think below Sadeas is a good place then, if we're putting him B.
Yeah.
Wait, so he would be A, but now that he's B, he's below Sadeas? How does that make any sense?
By the way, is the last one is the last one Wendell?
Yeah, the last one's Wendell.
Okay. Okay, now we get the Erdasian.
Lopen.
No.
Top of S tier.
I am cringing.
No, Lopen is...
S plus
I would put him B. I'd put him low B. I'd put him
I
bottom
would
of B.
put
I would charitably put him
B.
in C.
C! No!
Yes.
Ivan, this is a democracy.
But
No.
Ivan can.
Yeah.
The fact that Ivan loves him, I would put him low B. But the fact that Ivan loves him will move him up a few spots, so he can be. I don't think he's A. Like, I think compared to
Put him
the A
above
character,
Sigil.
he's very lacking.
Put him above Sigil.
Okay, you know what?
What?
I am not a tyrant. I would put him S plus plus. But since I want people to think I'm not a tyrant, I will put him above Sigil.
Okay.
But I'm mad with
Now
this
we
decision.
got Reason.
Reason.
Reason is a very good character in my opinion. I think her interludes are some of the best world building the story has.
That's the thing. I love world building in her chapters, but I don't necessarily love her.
I agree.
I was
Like, the
sold
thing
on
is
her
the
character.
competition, right? Like,
The thing is, I think she's not a bad character.
No, she's not a bad character.
all right. Here's the thing. Let's put it this way. For most books, I'd be like, yeah, she's a good character. Do I like her more than Gavilar, who's in C tier?
No.
No, I don't.
No. Do I like her more than Lift? I don't think I do. I'd put her between Lift and Amaran.
I'm
Fight
cool
me.
with that.
Yeah,
man.
that's fair. That's fair.
Granted, she'll probably move up after
The Dawn
Dawnshard, but whatever.
Dawnshard is gonna
Yeah.
be great.
Well, I even loved her presence in Oathbringer too. Like, I was with you guys with her being C tier for like the first two books, whereas like she's very good world building chapters, but her character was lacking up until we got to Oathbringer. Then I thought that she was really getting more screen time and just getting fleshed out a lot better.
Yeah, that's true. Like her interlude in Oathbringer, like was something out of James Bond movie or something.
Like, I agree
Yeah,
with those
with
things, but again, the
with
competition.
the Royal
like,
Jewel.
I know
right?
we've
Yeah,
really
exactly.
loaded up the tiers now, so it's kind of hard to start placing them.
Let me think.
Yeah, that's
especially
true.
since we have
her
some
point of view
absolute.
was the
bang.
Juggernauts up ahead.
Royal Stone, right?
Yeah, like, it's not like we do not have weak characters coming up ahead. Like, look who we have left.
Yeah,
Jeez.
I mean, I'm gonna say S tier for the next 3 characters, at least.
Who is the second one?
That's
Seal.
Sylphrena.
Seal. Okay, Seal is S.
Anyway, Shalon, I
Shalon
would
is
put
S.
S tier behind Dalinar and Kaladin.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree completely.
Yep.
Seal.
Syl,
Yes,
I don't think I would put. I think I'd put Pattern above Syl. I would put Syl.
Man, I think Seal is S.
I would. I think
Syl could be
Syl's above
S.
Pattern.
Yeah, I think
Okay,
Seal
yeah,
is above
Syl
Pattern as
S.
well.
Yeah,
I think
Syl S.
Seal here, and then our lost friend Pattern here.
We
And
just
then-
can't see him because we're not bonded to him.
And
Yeah,
then
exactly.
Zeth, I'd put above Shalon and S, but I'd be if you're gonna put him higher, I'll take it.
I mean, okay, wait. I love Seth.
No, you just put him in D.
Whoa,
Move up right now.
That that felt dirty.
I think Shallan is still a bit better because we don't have book 5 so far.
Yeah, exactly. I
It's
think.
just every chapter he has is so good, though.
Yeah, exactly.
And like he actually, every time I read this series, even though I know it's total horseshit, he fully convinces me that if someone holding that specific rocks tells you to kill people, that you have to do it. You just have to.
Yeah.
So I think I would put him above Shalon, but I love Shalon. If you put him below Shalon, I get it.
I would also put him above Shallan just because his appearances, although less,
Yeah.
are extremely amazing.
Yes.
Yeah. My opinion on Sazeth just grew exponentially in Words of Radiance. Like, I thought that like his characterization in Way of Kings was fine, but then in the next book, it like takes off to a whole new level. I'm like,
They
wow.
named me Truthless.
Oh man,
Oh, yeah,
that's such a
that's
great
insane.
scene.
Yeah. And then I also loved him on Oathbringer, you know. The last couple of chapters were awesome for him.
I think
he's great in Edge Dancer as well.
Book of his
Edge Dancer was phenomenal.
See, he's great in everything he appears.
Yeah,
so I think
he doesn't have a mediocre appearance. Every scene he's in, it's just like he's amazing.
Yeah.
Still, I think his better appearances were on Oathbringer. His redemption arc.
Yeah, I agree.
It's hard for me to pick. I think they're pretty all damn fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay, now we have Talon.
Anyway, we have Talon, who's very hard to place, in my opinion.
I honestly would put him on C tier.
Like,
it's hard to place him because I like what he's in.
Yeah.
I can almost see a case for him in being in any of the 5 tiers. Like, you could put him S, and I'd be like, yeah, I get that. And you could put him D, and I'd be like, yeah, I get that.
Have you guys seen the artwork for him for the Stormlight game? The Brotherwise game? Where he looks like an absolute unit.
That's great.
It's like, wow. That's a way better picture of Town.
The one where he's like super big, getting into
he's like huge.
Oh, yeah.
Like, Talon, I feel like this is a man, by book 10, this man is S.
Yeah, I could see that. I could certainly see that.
Don't we get a Talon flashback at some point?
Yeah, book 9 is going to be Talon flashbacks.
And the Shalash as well.
Is 8, yeah, and then Yasn is 10.
I'm looking forward to those Herald flashbacks. Just something that, give us a picture of what was really going on during the
exactly.
Let's put it this way. The only flashback I'm looking forward more to than Talon is Zeth.
That's gonna be soon, baby. 2023.
He's so sick.
So I think the problem with Talon and like all the heralds, honestly, except for Nail, is that they barely appear and they barely do anything.
I would put
Talon cool.
below Gavilar and above Lift.
I would put him below.
No, I wouldn't do that because we get so much more out of Lift, and I think that her growth between books 2 and 3 was just pretty great.
Below Lift.
I would put him above Merace, honestly. Above Merace.
No, man. I think he's better than Amaranth.
So much higher.
So much higher? Okay, let's see. Jake, where would you put him?
Oh, I'm almost like, in terms of difference from the squad, I'm almost in like you with Lopin status here. I'd put him like high A, but I know objectively we can't put him high A. But putting him below Risen hurts me.
By the way, who is the second one? Is that Taravangian?
Yeah, this is Taravangian. Now, what about you, Thomas? Where would you put Talon? Try to be a little bit more objective than Jake, please.
Hey, I said that I acknowledge that you can't put in there. Come on.
Yeah, that's true.
It's an irrational desire, is all it is.
I don't know. Put him on B, low B.
Okay, what about you, Brendo?
I would put him in C still. I would put him probably below Risen. But
me too.
Above Amaram, probably.
Put him on C, okay.
Okay.
Can we put him top of C? How is... This isn't the average at all. We have one guy high A, one guy B, and 2 people in C.
We'll tweak the tiers.
This is democracy.
At least put him top of C.
This is the rough draft, alright? We'll make some modifications.
Yeah,
okay, now we have Taravangian, and I think he's one of the best villains.
I'd put him S tier.
Characters.
I'd put him S tier. I think he's one of the best characters in Stormlight. In fact, I'd put him between Shalon and Silk.
I think Moash and Taravangian are the best morally grey characters of the story.
If you want to put him above Shalon, I won't object to it. But I don't... Oh, he's so good, man.
I don't know.
I think Shalon deserves to be higher than Taravangian.
Yeah, Shalon deserves to be higher.
I would put him like...
Shalon's character study is one of the character studies I have ever read in fiction.
It's very fascinating just to watch her develop into all these different personalities.
How did we go from maybe above Shalon to now below Syl? How did this happen?
No, because I was going to say something, but...
he's okay there.
I feel like Taravangian is a really good character, and I think he's really old, and I know that sounds silly, but that plays a role in why I like him, like him being tired and dumb, and
he has a lot of wisdom, and his condition is very interesting.
Yeah, exactly. But on the other hand, I feel like he's also super stupid because he's like he's going.
Some days he is.
Yeah, I mean, literally.
Some days he's drooling.
But he's teaming up with the bad guys just because he is afraid.
I don't know. I don't think he is afraid. Yeah, but the thing is, he wants to save his own kind.
So
city.
Let me know if I read this wrong, but my reading of Taravangian at the end of Oathbringer was like, oh my gosh, I am too stubborn to give up my pride, so I'm going to side with Odium so I can win.
Yeah,
it was more.
It's not quite like that. I think he legitimately wants to save his city.
Yeah, he's working under the premise that the side we're on, like the Radiants, have a 0% chance of victory.
Yeah.
So he's like, okay, let's get the most out of the loss that we can.
Yeah.
He was trying to unite the world and be like, everyone I rule. It's like, okay, we can't get that. He ended up getting a city, even if they lose, which...
Yeah.
So I think he's... I don't think that was pride. I think... Pride would be tell him to tell Odium to kick rocks, even if he actually thought it would lead to the death of more people.
Yeah.
I guess I'm also comparing him to the other defector, which would be Amaram. And I'm just like that to me was definitely a bit of pride.
Yeah.
And also the thrill, also kind of. I think that there was a little bit of subtle influence over time with Odium on Amaram.
Who is the next one?
Venli.
The next one is Venli.
Oh, that's Venli. What the fuck? That looks like a guy. Shooting rays. That looks like a young Sith ruler.
What?
I have no idea where to
Sith
put Venli.
Sith ruler, yeah.
Me neither.
I have high hopes for Venli, but...
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah. I'm with you that she's not very...
I would put her on C or B.
Yeah,
C or B.
I think Eshonai is actually a better character.
I'd put her probably
below Taln. That would really make me feel better about Taln.
I would put her below Amaram even.
Below Amaram?
Yeah, I would be okay with that.
Yeah.
And I agree with Tomás. I think Eshonai was way better. And I actually quite liked Eshonai.
Yeah, I was kind of stunned to hear that the reason why Brandon killed off Eshonai was because Venli was better for the readers. And I'm like, but I definitely enjoyed the opposite.
Yeah, same. Especially because she was always like wanting unity from the beginning.
Yeah.
Wait, was that why he killed her off, or was that why he decided to make it a Venli flashback? Because originally it was an Eshonai flashback, and I think...
No, it's both.
It's both now.
It's both.
Oh.
But originally it was Eshonai. Like, if you asked him when he was writing Oathbringer, he would have said Eshonai.
I have a theory that the Spren, Venli's Spren, is like a reincarnation of Eshonai.
Oh yeah, you told me that.
Huh. I just assumed it was a wheel shaper Spren.
Yeah, a wheel shaper. But the thing is, when Eshonai dies, we see almost immediately that Spren around the body.
Which one is the wheel shapers? What do they do?
I don't know.
We don't know a lot
about
the forces.
Now moving on to Hoy.
Oh, he's an S tier, obviously.
Yeah, I think he's hand by hand with Seth, in my opinion.
He's an S tier.
He's better than Shallan. I don't know, man.
I'd put it. Yeah, I think that's a good place for him.
S tier Stormlight character and an S tier Cosmere character.
Man, I think if we were talking about Cosmere, he would be above all the characters. He's just a great guy.
We haven't gotten that much from him from other Cosmere, but I think, like, you know, if we come back in 20 years and we count him for everything, it's gonna be like...
He will be the best character.
You'll have to make an S plus tier.
Yeah.
Throw.
Just make a Hoyd tier and throw him on top.
Hoyd tier.
Yeah,
there is not one scene where wheat slash oil is in that I don't like. He's very good in all the stuff.
And it's not like
true.
He's not just entertaining. He also has so many really emotionally fantastic scenes.
Yeah,
he has
like
very
the
knowledge.
stories.
The funny thing is, he has very knowledge, and he likes to grab that he has knowledge, but he doesn't explain the stuff he knows.
Yeah, and it's like all his interactions with Shallan are so good.
Yeah, and his stories with Paladin.
Yeah, the fleet story is amazing.
Awesome. Yeah, the Wonder Sail.
Yeah. Yeah,
if you guys have a chance, you should listen to the graphic audio for Fleet. It's actually really good.
I have once or twice, or maybe even a couple times more than that.
There is also a fan-made music called Wonder Sail that is very good.
Okay, I'll take a listen. I haven't heard about that. But yeah, Jake told me about the Fleet graphic novel, and I heard it like 4 times before going to sleep. It was really
it's so good.
It is, yeah.
It's
I
awesome.
need to hear it.
Now.
Okay, now we have Wendell.
Yeah, Wendell.
Yep, that's gonna be S+ tier.
Wait,
right?
I think if we're going out of art alone, I think he belongs on F tier.
Hey.
Yeah.
I don't know who did this drawing, but it sucks.
Oh.
That is a regal fork, I'll have you know.
Yes.
And I don't know, Wendell is one of my favorite friends.
I think he's a really good sprint, but I don't think he's above Seal and Pattern.
No, yeah. I honestly, I'm not that impressed by Wendell. I mean, I like him, but
Yeah.
I think that he's more towards like the B tier for me.
Okay. I mean, based on his appearances, I wouldn't like. He has really good appearances, but he doesn't have that many. So I would be okay with putting him B, honestly.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
Like, he is one of my favorite friends, but he isn't S tier material at all.
Okay.
Like, I think Seal is legitimately S tier because her interactions with Paladin and
Yeah.
his character arc are very.
Oh, I think we
very
lost
good.
Jake.
Yeah, Jake has an issue with his computer, but he'll be right back.
Okay. Well, we can wait before we make the final call, but we can deliberate on Wendell some more.
Yeah, I think maybe above Odium? No,
No, man.
I think below. Yeah.
I get where you guys are coming from, though, where it's like with the scenes that he's in, he's pretty good in.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm just never really that impressed by Wendell.
Okay. Yeah.
I think, like, I don't know if this is a good comparison, but I always compare Lift and Wendell to Tinkerbell and Peter Pan.
Oh yeah, you told me the same.
Yeah.
Like, Lift is basically Peter Pan because she doesn't want to grow.
Here's the thing.
And Lift is Wendell has a really good charisma like Tinkerbell.
So are we gonna put Lift's Spren above Lift herself?
I actually
Yes.
like on Edge Dancer. I liked
Yeah,
Wendell better
alright.
than Lift. I'm messaging Jake.
Yeah, we need some more thoughts on this. I think it's interesting because I did on my initial pass through. I did like Lift a lot.
Yeah, you said that. Well, I did. I don't know if you heard if you listened to it, but I did Edge Dancer with Jake, and we basically agreed that we didn't like it that much while reading it, but at the end, you know, when you find out her purpose and everything, I actually did enjoy the book and her story.
Yeah, and her team up with Suzette at the end was pretty great.
That was awesome. I loved it, especially like when Seth was going to kill her. Well, it looked like he was going to kill her, and then he was like, "Sword Nimi likes you."
Yeah, an Edge Dancer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very funny that he calls the sword Nimi. It's very anime-esque.
I'm super interested about learning more from the Sheens.
I know, that's why I can't wait for the here we're talking about Suzette and Jake isn't even here. But that's why I'm looking forward to his flashback chapters, is just to learn more about Shin culture.
Yeah. Although maybe, I mean, I'm guessing based on Seth's current goal that we will see some Shin on this book, on Rhythm of War.
You think he's gonna make good on his like 4th ideal and start his quest next book?
I would actually say that will happen book 5.
I was kind of thinking that was when we were going to see him really go on his quest. I think that by the end of his book, he'll say the 5th ideal, but that's just pure speculation on my part.
Okay. What happens when you say the 5th ideal, by the way?
So with Nail, he said that it was you become the embodiment of justice, or something like that. We don't know what happens with all the other Radiants, but we do happen to know with what happens with the Skybreakers.
Which is a very good contrast to where Seth was on Way of Kings.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And then the 4th ideal gives them armor? Shard plate?
So, a lot of people think that the 4th ideal is going to give shard plate, but we don't know if that's going to be the same across all the orders.
Okay.
We're all fairly certain well, I say we're all, but from what I've been reading, people are fairly certain that Paladin will get armor when he speaks the fourth ideal.
Yeah.
Because we do see that Windrunner in the flash or the visions that Dalinar has in Way of Kings. And the Windrunner's wearing armor.
Yeah, and they can like make it appear and disappear.
Yeah. I think by the end of Book 4, Paladin will definitely reach the fourth ideal.
I think so too. I think that's basically going to be the sum culmination of his character arc. Just how he's going to get there is super up in the air.
Yeah. I mean, he was very close to saying it in Oathbringer.
In the
I was hoping he was going to, but
yeah, me too. But I like it that he didn't actually.
Yeah.
Because there was a lot of like setup for that, because it's becoming increasingly clear that the fourth ideal is in very stark contrast with the rest of the Windrunner ideals.
It's very difficult to achieve the fourth and fifth ideals.
Yeah.
Compared to the first three.
Yeah. That to me is what makes it less disappointing that he didn't say it, because now it's like, okay, well, he's really just having such a character. Yeah. There's going to be a turning point in his character, basically.
Yeah, it's good because on the other three books, all the ideals weren't as difficult, and now we actually see the characters struggle to achieve development on their powers.
So do you guys think that Shallan has spoken her fourth ideal? Because there's like a lot of contention in this.
Yeah. I don't think so.
I don't know. I don't think so.
It doesn't feel right to me.
If she had the fourth ideal, I think she would already stated that, at least to the main guys.
Yeah, because
I don't think that she would left something that big hidden. Like she left big things hidden over past, things that she is afraid of, but I think that isn't a thing.
Yeah,
that
so
she
basically,
would be afraid.
Seth is a very bad. Oh, Jake is here.
Oh, he's back.
Hi.
He's connecting.
Oh, he didn't hear that.
Oh, I'm back. Sorry
all right. You missed all the Sazeth's discussion that we had.
Hopefully only good things.
We made it on purpose. Just
we were trying to speculate when he was going to say the fifth ideal, if he was going to say it.
I imagine book 5.
Yeah, that's kind of where we landed.
Said, yeah.
Anyway, I think by putting the fork in low B, you guys are discriminating against the Spren from the Radiant that the Spren is stuck with.
That's what I said!
And he should be way higher.
No, I really like Windle.
Higher than what, though?
I don't know.
Higher than Axes, higher than...
I will put Windle below Rannerin.
Okay with that.
Above Lopen? No way, man.
Above Lopen despite Ivan.
Yeah.
Above Lopen despite Ivan.
No. This is a tyranny now. I will not agree to that.
But what if all three of us say higher than Lopen?
It's a tyranny now, dude.
It's like in your head, you can still say that.
That's all it took.
But you can put it below.
Battle of Democracy meme.
No.
This is all because you deleted a pattern. Like, if you just would have kept it.
You deleted pattern, and pattern is amazing, and you need to make it up to the Spren. You need to make it up to the Spren. You've done dirty to the Spren, and you need to move it.
I'm also doing extremely dirty to Lopen, man.
Who cares?
I care.
Guys, I legitimately think that Lopen is making Rua make the finger to us. Because we are putting him...
Lopen is giving us the finger with his left hand right now.
Yeah, don't you remember the scene where he makes Rua make the finger?
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's true.
That kind of reminds me of that Rick and Morty episode where they go to the alien planet and they make them make the finger and say that the finger means peace among worlds.
I don't remember that episode, but there's a Mr. Bean episode where he does that.
Let's go on.
Anyway, okay.
I think this tier list is very good.
I think the only character I would add is Liren, Kaladin's father.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
Where would we put?
I think he's top A. I think he's
maybe not above Moash, Aladin, or Teft. Vivenna. I'd put her around, maybe around where Rock is.
Man, why didn't they put Liren and Eshonai and they put Gliss? They put Gliss and then...
Yeah, I know.
The thing is, if they didn't
put Liren and Eshonai...
if they didn't put Gliss, then we wouldn't have anyone to put, and those people we wouldn't have anyone to put in D tier.
I think Noadon needs to be on here.
Yeah, me too. And I think Noadon is A+ tier.
I mean, what about the fact that we actually literally only see him in flashbacks, which might not actually be real to history?
That's not true. We get clips of him from The Way of Kings.
Yeah, quotes.
Yeah, we get his book, but like, we don't actually.
That's his character too, isn't it?
Yeah, but I think his book is awesome. Some of my favorite quotes come from there.
Yeah,
actually.
That's the only reason why I would want him on this tier list, is because he has some great wisdom.
If we would go that way, we should put Brandon on S+.
Yeah, Brandon is S+. All the characters are actually him.
But there is a theory that Brandon is wit.
Oh yeah, I mean, he has said that he wants
self-insert.
He's gonna have to do some exercise.
That was mean.
Yes, I'm sorry, Brandon. I love you.
But okay, so yeah, exactly. I think Lirin is like below Theft. I can agree with that. I think, you know who else is missing in my opinion? Yim, the shoemaker.
Yeah, he only gets one interlude and then dies, but it was a good interlude.
It was a good interlude.
It was awesome. Like
I like all the interludes.
He's the shoemaker, right?
Yeah, the shoemaker. I think he's above Axis.
What about Nahale? What about like Vasher?
Oh yeah.
We also get the other interlude, Ishik, I think. But I didn't like that one as much.
Are we gonna give Zahel the same treatment that we gave Azure? Where it's like, okay, now we have to consider the other books too.
Oh, yeah. If we do, then he's S tier.
I mean, he's not that main of a character in Warbreaker. He's not above like. He's not. I'm not definitely not putting him above Dalinar, Kaladin, Zeph, Hoid, Shallan, Terragavian.
Oh, by the way,
Still maybe. Okay.
Ivan, I think you should put on the description that we talk of Warbreaker as well.
Yeah, we've alluded to it enough at this point that we should probably mention that.
Yeah, that's a good point. Okay, do we want to make any adjustments?
I
was just trying to place some of these also in my mind. I'm like, these are actually
should be higher. Damn it. Anyway, I think Ivan's gonna wait for all of us to leave,
and then
he's just gonna put Lopin above Dalinar, and then everyone on the video see it, and then he's gonna end it.
And then he's gonna make that the thumbnail and pretend like that's the conclusion we came to.
Yes.
I don't know, man. I think I'm okay with this tier list.
I'm happy with it too.
Now that I think about it, I would probably put Gaz above Maraise.
Yeah, because he has more.
I can agree with that.
He has more improvements.
Anything else?
I mean, like, there are things I would do, but I know the group wouldn't. So I think as a group, this is a good representation of what the group thinks.
It's okay.
Yeah. I think I would put Azur lower if you're basing it on this book.
Yeah, but it's we're counting Vivanna as well.
Yeah, exactly. But counting her, okay, I'm happy with this.
Yeah, I think that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, this episode. Team. Yeah, I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys did too.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, it was good fun.
I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, it
was a good time for sure.
Yeah. If you guys want to and you're free, we can do a theories episode next week.
That would be kind of fun.
That would
because I don't have a whole lot of exposure to theories yet. I've seen some, like, the ones where Yasna is supposedly spoken the fourth ideal, and
I think that's almost just like that. I think that's less of a theory. That's more like something we've just figured out at this point. I don't even know.
Is it really that, like, the community's that sure about it?
We're pretty damn sure about it. Yeah.
There is a ton of foreshadowing for that on the Oathbringer.
I didn't notice.
In the climax, there is a scene that we saw armor. I think, isn't it?
I don't remember.
But they don't say that it is Yasna's explicit.
Also, Brandon has said Yasna is the farthest forward in the Radiant Ideals, and except the thing is, Shallan is also probably already has sworn her fourth.
Oh yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah, but anyway, like, I think Yasna, it's more likely Yasna's sworn her fifth than she hasn't sworn her fourth yet.
Wow, really that far?
Like, she's been the Radiant the longest, and I don't see Yasna getting caught up on an oath like Kaladin. I don't see Yasna being like, can I swear that though? Yasna's gonna be like,
yeah, because I think Yasna is more straightforward in her morality.
Has Yasna been Radiant the longest?
Yes, Yasna has been radiant.
Yeah.
Well, technically,
What about Shallan?
Yasna's been radiant longer than Shallan.
Oh yeah.
Has she?
Yes.
I don't know, man. I think that Yasna has been radiant and has knowledge of that for longer.
Since when?
Right. She's been aware that she's been radiant.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I meant.
Yeah, like Shallan wasn't aware
Shallan
until...
was a radiant since she killed her mother, I think. But
I guess.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a word
she didn't
of
have
Brandon on
the
this.
knowledge of that.
I feel like
There
there's
might
a
be.
word
just
of
a
Brandon.
kid.
Brandon talks about like everything, so there's probably is a word of Brandon
Yeah.
somewhere.
Word of Brandon.
Word of Brandon is like its own encyclopedia at this point.
I mean, it
Yeah,
literally
like
is. It's
we know a lot of stuff about Ashin and Braze just because of
Words of
Brandon's
Random?
words.
Okay. Where do you find Words of Random? On Coppermind or?
If you go,
you just Google search word of Brandon. There's a Coppermind. You can there's a search function.
Oh, okay. And are they
yeah, I think it's very good.
Are they blogs he writes, or is it like information people recompile
No,
from his videos?
it's stuff that he goes to conventions and
yeah.
and the live streams and people just
I see.
memorize the stuff he says.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's
then put
basically
it
a
on-
collation of all that stuff.
Okay.
Because
I'm kind of-
Cosmere fans are ravenous when it comes
Yeah.
to this sort of thing, apparently.
Like lots of that guys usually are permanently on the 17th shard.
Okay. I'm
There's
kind
so
of
many
scared to
different
go
wikis.
there. I don't want to get spoiled for the rest of the Cosmere.
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't go to the 17th shard.
Yeah, no. Did you find anything, Jake?
I'm trying to find it, but I'm struggling.
It'd be hard to
It's okay.
find.
Okay,
I
here
think
we go.
I think we
Chronologically,
should,
we have question. Hey, it's from Badger. I wonder if that's Badger Reborn from Daniel Green's Discord. We have. No, wait. He doesn't like Stormlight because he thought Dalinar was boring. He's a dark friend. Anyway,
Ooh,
asked who bonded with their friend first out of the new Radiants. Sanderson said chronologically and of the ones we know, Yasna.
Oh.
Okay.
All right, there we go. It's been official.
Now
I like
we know.
of the ones we know.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
interesting to
I was
me.
gonna say that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that. This was we
Oh.
didn't know Nail that well. This was
Yeah,
actually
and,
before Oathbringer came out.
Oh, okay.
Nail was first, right?
On a
Like-
on a live stream, one of Brandon's editors said that one new Radiant that we will know on Rhythm of War will be was his favorite character of the book.
I wish that Malata got more characterization.
Yeah, she barely appeared. I think she will probably have a bigger role now on this book.
Yeah, it seems to me like her order
I think we'll
seems
never
to be
see
the
her
most
again.
interesting.
I
Oh,
think we'll never see her again.
You think?
I think she won't be a character. I think Brandon just writes characters and then he just leaves them, and he's like, we don't develop our characters in these books. Yeah, of course we're gonna see more from her. Like,
you were being coy there. It took me a second to pick up on that. Because
Anyway.
there are I thought you would because of what happened to a show night, I was very much believing you for a bit. I'm like, maybe he's onto something here.
no.
The thing is, I think as much as we like Ash and I, her death will be important for Venley's progression throughout the story.
Well, the fourth book's going to have Venley and a show night flashbacks, right?
Yeah, that's gonna be cool.
It'll be interesting.
I mean, they are sisters, so it will probably be
we will
like
talk
together.
about that
Yeah.
on the theory
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
talk more.
Okay, well then, to wrap it up, I'm just gonna, name the order of the characters for anybody listening. So it's on S tier we have Dalinar, then Paladin, then Seth, hand by hand with Hoyd, then Shallan, then Tarabignian, then Seal, and not Pattern because we killed him, but Pattern would
But
be
he is there.
Pattern would be there.
Yeah, Pattern would be there.
F in the chat for Pattern.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's the chat.
F's in the chat. Just go onto your keyboard and start pressing F.
Then, oh no, I'm getting the spam already. There we go, yeah. Here. Okay. Then, on A tier we have Moash, then
Fuck my wife.
Adeline, then Theft, then Azur / well, I'm not gonna say / whom. Then
Well,
Yas.
something to
already
say,
said.
'cause- yeah, we've already said it at this
Okay,
point.
yeah, sure. Azur / Vivena. Although it's funny, I don't think I would have picked it up if I didn't know beforehand that Vivena was going to be in this book.
Really, I think it was pretty obvious because of the locks.
Yeah, but I always pictured
I
Vivena
can
with
see
long
Her hair
hair.
changed.
It was very subtly hinted at first that she was using Awakening, so I could definitely see you not noticing that.
I think it was a lot more obvious that she was Ivana than Vesher.
That's
yes,
for sure.
Was Vesher on the first.
I think I did miss it my first time through, but I also think that when I got to the part where I would have figured it out, I was a little bit sleep deprived. So
I figured it out right away that she was Ivana.
It was your 13th hour reading in a row or something, Jake.
I knew that another character from Oathbringer would appear, but I figured it out that she was Ivana right away.
Well then, so after Asur/Vivena, we have Yasna, then Rock, then Nail, or Nale as I call him, then Nabani. This is very intense because I don't want to screw one name up and then everybody think that I don't know Stormlight Archives. Then we have Stormfather, then Elokar, and then on B tier we have Renarin, then Sadeas, then Lopen, which should be on S+ tier, but whatever.
Should be lower than
Lies.
Then we have Bwindle, then we have Sixil, then we have Evie, then Odium, then Axius the Collector. Then on C tier we have Gavilar, then Lift, then Reason, then Talon what? How do you call him?
Talonol,
bearer of agonies, who you all did dirty. But you know what?
He suffered 4,000.
Yeah, he suffered 4,000 years, and he's being put in C tier. I wonder which one he's more hurt by.
Yeah, there we go. So it's Reason and then Talonel the Dirty. Then then we have Amaram, then Benley, Gas, Merace, and Fen, Queen Fen. And then on D tier we have I don't know his name.
Teravagian.
Tanavast?
No, man, it's Tanavast.
Oh yeah, Tanavast. What am I talking about? Yeah, Tanavast.
Tanavast/Honor, then Nightwatcher, then the Unmade, which I also don't know the name for her, then Cultivation, and then Gliss.
Which is the best character.
Yeah, definitely. Gliss should
we
be
really
S++.
misplaced that one.
The funny thing is, all the Spren are great, so once we see Gliss more, we'll probably end up liking Gliss.
Yeah, that's definitely true. Anyway, like Jake just said, I think this is all. This episode is 1 hour and 20 minutes long, so it's gonna be a long one.
It's a fun one, though.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun. Thanks, guys, for doing this with me.
My pleasure.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, no,
it was a good time.
To do so. Hell yeah. And for anybody watching or hearing, make sure to follow us on Instagram, The Book Place Podcast, or is it just The Book Place? Well, it's one of those two.
Isn't this your podcast?
Yeah, no.
Should we know and you don't?
But yeah, anyways, just take care, guys, and yeah, see you next time.
Later.
See ya.
Bye.